Hey everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to play PlayStation 2 games on a PC running Windows 10. Now this is actually pretty easy. All you have to do is install the PCSX2 Emulator, configure some settings, and boot up a game. So let's jump right in and I'll walk you through that process. So the first thing you want to do is install PCSX2, and I've put a link to their website in the description of this video. So once you're on the site, just go ahead and navigate to the download tab on that top bar and then click Windows. And we're just going to download the standalone installer, which comes in the form of an executable file. So click download and then click save. So while that's downloading, we also want to download the BIOS files. So those can be found on a different site, also linked in the description. And once you're there, just navigate to that download button. And then if it doesn't start automatically, go ahead and click download again. And we can just click save. So after the BIOS files finish, you can click on the folder and we're going to extract them. So just click extract all. I have a folder already set up, but you can just extract it anywhere you want and click extract. So we can close out of those two windows now, and since we have the executable ready, we can install that as well. So it's really quick and we have a shortcut on our desktop. So let's double click on that and click on next. And we should just leave these plugins as they are. They're configured correctly. So at this point we actually want to navigate to those BIOS files. So click on browse and go to wherever you extracted them and then open that folder, and then we'll be able to see a bunch of different versions. So for this I'm just going to choose Europe version 2 and click on finish. So at this point we're pretty much good to go. The emulator is going to boot up and it seems to be working. So just to make sure everything installed correctly, we're going to try out a game. So I have Silent Hill 2 on my desktop here. It's an ISO file. So to start it up, you just want to go to the CD DVD tab and go to ISO selector and click browse, and then we'll navigate to that file for Silent Hill and it should be loaded. So to actually start the game, just go to the System tab and go to CDVD Fast Boot option. I recommend the Fast Boot option just because it avoids the whole PS2 opening sequence, so you can just jump right into the game. So it takes a little bit to load. As you can see, stuff is happening in the background. Just gotta wait a little bit, and there we go. Got the Konami splash screen, and we're at the Silent Hill 2 main menu. So one thing you'll definitely need to know is how to save and load your game. And this is really easy. All you have to do is go to that System tab, go to Save State, and choose a slot. And then you might get this black screen pop up. In that case, you can just X out of it. And then to load a state, you just do the same thing. Go to your System tab, go to Load State, and choose a slot. And there we go, back to where we were in the game. So the last thing you want to do is set up your control scheme. And you can use a controller that's hooked up to your device or your keyboard. It's up to you. But to set those controls, just go over to that Config tab and then click on Controllers Pad and then Plugin Settings. So now we have this menu. The general settings will show all the devices that are hooked up. As you can see, I have a bunch of devices on my PC and I have a Xbox One controller as well. So if you go ahead and click Test Device, you can see this menu and it'll show all of the different buttons on your controller. So you can just go ahead and press some of those buttons and make sure that they respond accordingly on this menu. And assuming that the test goes well, we can just close out of this window. So the next thing we want to do is head over to the Pad 1 tab, and this is where we can set some keybinds. So as you can see here, these are all the default keybinds for the controller that we have plugged in. Under PC Control, those are the inputs on our physical controller, and under PS2 control, those are the mappings that we have to our, I guess you could say, virtual PS2 control. So you can leave these settings, you can remap some of them, you can change the sensitivity if you want, but for the most part they're pretty good. Now if you're using a keyboard, you want to create new mappings. So to do that, you just click on the button on this menu on the right side and then press the physical key on your keyboard that you want to map to. So we can click R3 and then click W on our keyboard, and that'll create a mapping. And if we want to delete it, you can just select that and then press delete selected at the bottom. or if we want to clear all of them, you can just press clear all and start from scratch. So you have to create mappings for all the keys. You can just go one by one, and when you're all done, just click on apply and that'll save them. So at this point, you should be ready to go. This is really all you need to get set up and run a PS2 emulator on your PC. Like I said, this is a Windows 10 tutorial. It might be a little bit different for other operating systems, so I might make some more videos in the future for those. And I also might make some more videos going in more detail about some of this stuff like setting up your controls. So let me know if you want to see videos for that kind of thing. But for now, if you have any questions, just leave those in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.